stays in front of throughout the whole fight?
Again, no, not who's Zepeda?
Shakur.
No, I think Shakur can use the angle, stay not too far away, but just enough to get get his straight shots off and stuff. He might go inside
Do
to
you
the
think?
body.
Do you feel like this is going to be the toughest task in Shakur's career, or do you feel like maybe De Los Santos might still have that edge on, IQ when it comes down to stylistic matchups that Shakur has had?
I think Zepeda gonna be his toughest task because um, he bringing pressure better than anybody I've seen Shakur fight this far. Shakur might surprise everybody. This might be the fight where Shakur get a knockout. You know what I mean? Shit happen in
Mm,
boxing. Shit happens, but if not, it's gonna be Shakur gonna have to work, man. 12 rounds, he got to work hard because the Zepeda, man, he just relentless with it, you know.
yeah.
But he catch cicada. I call him cicada because I was just, I studied the insects and shit. But Zepeda catch a lot of right hands, man. Even though Shakur is left-handed, he can make Zepeda run into left hands if he moves in right direction.
Mm. You was breaking down the actual fight of how you felt like you seen it. I think I want to post it because I was actually engaged,
Oh, I
really.
agree that other day. Oh yeah, I posted it. I
Um,
forgot about that.
what I think about William Cepeda is he don't he don't second guess himself. Once the bell rings, it is what it is. He has no picks. I think Shakur Stevenson beats him with a hard single jab, stepping into the left, walking Cepeda into straight left hands and a gas tank to go not 12 rounds, but 15 rounds because Cepeda is coming relentlessly, but he walks into left hands all night. Cepeda slightly crosses his back foot when he moves to his right and resets his feet after every combination when moving to his right. I will think Shakur will capitalize on that. Shakur by decision.
Yep.
You analyze that to the T because once I seen that, I got intrigued and I started watching
Oh, you
Cepeda.
watched
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be interviewing Cepeda and his coach tonight.
No
Um,
offense to Zepeda, nobody, but that's what I see when I watch Zepeda fight. But Zepeda can fight, you know. Everybody don't see what everybody see, what I see, and I don't see what you see. That's just the way I see it, you know. But yeah, Zepeda can fight, man. Even though you can see mistakes watching the fighter, but when you get in there with him, it might be different, you know.
yep.
So everybody got their own IQ, you know, that they're
You
working with.
you so you pointed out where his mistakes, where his flaw is that you see constantly, that you probably see him not being able to fix because it's a bad habit that he's had in his career. But in the same time, what are the good attributes that Cepeda has that can give Shakur possible issues
That relentless pressure, and
that
he got
Shakur
decent,
never had before?
and he got decent punching power. You know,
Hmm.
he's not to me. He's not a huge puncher, but he got fair power. And I haven't seen anybody yet put pressure on Shakur the way I think Zepeda will. You know, um, I've seen a few guys put pressure on Shakur in spurts, but not constant, relentless pressure the way Zepeda fight. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Some guys they put pressure in spurts, and Shakur had time to rest. When you put pressure in spurts, you got moments to rest and set up shots. When you got somebody putting constant heat on you can work your defense, but at some point you got to work some offense with that defense because that shit just keep coming. That's why I say Shakur have to be in shape, and I think he
Right.
in shape and stay long. He can go inside for a minute but stay long until he feels Zepeda breaking down. But then
That
go
was
to
an-
the fight.
that was another thing too, vice versa, right? Zepeda, a pretty decent body puncher. I mean, to beat Shakur Stevenson, knowing that he has great instincts, right, with his head and his upper body. Tell me, do you feel like the body work of Zepeda could really pay dividends at the end?
Yeah, I think so. If he can get to the body, it would hit Shakur around his hips and stuff, slow him down. But if he can get to the body, I think Shakur got a good game plan for this one.
Matching the output. Do you feel like Shakur would have to match the output, or do you feel like there's certain
No,
moves, certain things he could do to slow the pace down
I, I think if he throw hard single jabs, it'll slow Zepeda punch count down and stay off that
instantly?
line. Yeah, yeah, that jab will slow all of that shit down. And stay off the line. Get his shots off and move. But don't try to move and punch at the same time. Make sure he get his shit off, then move. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes Shakur try to move and punch at the same time, and it wasn't effective. But get his shit off nice and hard and crispy, and then move. But that jab slow all that 100 punches around. It'll slow that down.
The durability of the hands. Shakur Stevenson had an operation, didn't necessarily have enough time for healing. Do you feel like that could be an issue with a fighter like Zepeda, knowing that he kind of like throws a lot of body shots, and that could lead to people, Shakur throwing uppercuts to the elbows and stuff like that, and possibly hurt in the fight. Do you feel like that could be a big thing?
He forced the surgery.
Yes, he fought Padley, and he was shaking his hands too,
Yeah, yeah.
afterwards.
Well, that remains for everybody to see because they clearing him to fight. So we have
Right.
to wait and see. And Shakur know how he feel. So if he's taking the fight, I would say he's okay right now.